ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر وأما السائل فلا تنهر وأما بنعمة ربك فحدث.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Saudi Student Association of Wellington would like to warmly welcome you to the Saudi Arabian National Day. I would firstly like to welcome Her Worship Wellington Mai Celia Wood Brown, as well as the Saudi Arabia Cultural Mission Attached Dr. Sattam Al-Atabi and Imam Amir, head of Kilburn Mosque. This day is very important for all Saudi Arabia as it represents 83 years of development since the unification of our kingdom by King Abdulaziz in 1932. This unification was the beginning of a new era for Saudi Arabia as all parts of the kingdom came together. During these 83 years, the social and economic condition of Saudi Arabia has improved, as well as education and medicine. And today is the day we celebrate this. Now, it is one of the most competitive countries in the world in terms of its economy and education. The King Abdullah Scholarship is one example of this, which permits around 200,000 male and female Saudi students to study abroad in wide range of different subjects. Thank you again to everyone for coming. I would now like to welcome Saudi Arabia Cultural Mission Attached Dr. Sattam, who has prepared a speech for us.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وخير المرسلين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Kia ora, as they say here in New Zealand. Well, first of all, I haven't really prepared the speech as Muhammad has just said. I thought I would just talk to you and start by saying thank you very much for everybody who has decided to come today to the Saudi National Day or to the celebration of the Saudi students here in Wellington of the Saudi 83rd National Day. In particular, I would like to thank Mayor Sila for actually taking the time from her busy schedule to come over today and to participate with and encourage actually our student here. So thank you very much, Mayor Sila, for that. Also to thank is Sheikh Muhammad Amir, who is also very well known for you guys of support and help for all the Muslim community here in New Zealand, and in particular in Wellington. And part of course, the Muslim community here is the Saudi students. So thank you very much, Sheikh Muhammad Amir, for coming here. Thank you for everybody who has decided to come here. And I would like to thank Muhammad and his team for arranging this beautiful exhibition. The good thing is that it's not being done by professional institution or organization. This exhibition has been done by you guys, by the Saudi students who are busy studying, but yet found the time and determination to do this beautiful sitting and beautiful exhibition. I'm not going to talk about the Saudi National Day because you will see everything here about it. But I would like to stress the importance of the CASP program, which is the King Abdullah Scholarship Program, a program that is managed by the Ministry of Higher Education. And I was very lucky to be asked or to be chosen to to take part in that program by being asked to be the Saudi cultural attaché in New Zealand. Now, as Muhammad has said, a large number of Saudi students all over the world are benefiting now from the King Abdullah Scholarship Program. We've got cultural missions in about 33 countries all over the world. And those Saudi students studying in different countries are doing well academically, but also they are certainly benefiting from the cultures of these countries. And a group of those, of course, students is our students here in New Zealand. In New Zealand, we've got about 3,000 Saudi scholarship holders. And, they're loving it to be studying in this country. And actually, they're enjoying their time. And their academic performance is very well. I was reviewing the results of last semester results, and I found out that the success rate among our students in New Zealand is above 85%, and this is a very, very good result, bearing in mind that you guys are studying in different countries, in different cultures, and using actually English to study. And anyone who has tried to study in different language would actually appreciate what are you guys doing, because in studying in itself it's not an easy matter, but if you study in a different language, that's a challenge. And alhamdulillah, I'm very proud to say that you met that challenge. As you know, guys, we celebrated the graduation of about 400 Saudi students before Ramadan in Auckland. I was very happy to see all their faces when they were just ready to go home and take part in the development of Saudi Arabia. The responsibility for us is huge, of course. We're Muslims, we're Saudi Arabians, and we have a role to play here. To, first of all, show the people of New Zealand our culture, because there are a lot of people who are very interested in this culture, and I think you are the best people to do that. We can't do that in the Saudi Culture Mission or the embassy. You guys exchange ideas. You think, you talk, you've got friends, and you also learn from the values of New Zealand. You learn about the culture of New Zealand. I don't want Saudi students to come here and study 4 years or 5 years and go back home with nothing about New Zealand. Please learn about New Zealand, about the culture, about the diversity, about the history of New Zealand, and go back to Saudi Arabia and explain to your relatives, your friends, about this beautiful and peaceful country. Thank you again, and thank you for inviting me, Muhammad. I'm very, very happy to be with you guys today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Sultan. Now, I would like to welcome the May Wellington, Her Worship Celia Brown, who has kindly accepted to talk to us about the value of diversity and international connectivity.
Assalamu alaikum. Enga iwi, onga hoi wha, enga mana, enga reo, tena koutou katoa, and good morning everybody, especially the young people here today. I'd like to acknowledge the faith leaders and diplomats here and the students, and thank you so much for sharing the knowledge of your culture and your architecture. I was just talking to one of the architecture students here today and saying at least in Saudi you don't have to worry about leaky buildings. So, there are some differences that are between the two countries, definitely in terms of climate. And over the last few days, some of you may have been feeling a little homesick as it rained and it blew, but I hope in your hearts you feel very welcome in our city. It's very special for me to be able to welcome people here because I was born overseas. I was born in England, and I think one of the great strengths of New Zealand and Wellington in particular is the way that we welcome people from different countries and different backgrounds. I think there are more than 85 different ethnicities living in Wellington, and we don't live in hermetically sealed little suburbs where we never mix. In Wellington, you could be living next to somebody from any country, and one of the things that I like very much about our city is that there is no suburb where you feel it's unsafe to go. There is no suburb where you give your address and everyone knows you're a millionaire or they know you're living in a council house. Every suburb in Wellington has got a mixture of people, and I think that's one of the things that makes it such a safe place. We've got World Health Organization, we're a safe community, and that's quite, you have to go through a whole lot of steps to get that. You have to have partnerships with the police, you have to make sure that you measure how safe people feel, and you also have to do a whole lot of things, whether it's CCTV or other street management. Now, we haven't got things perfectly right, but to be having that World Health Organization certification is pretty important because we would love to welcome more international students. And when we get that runway extension, it will be a little easier to get here from Saudi Arabia, maybe with only one stop rather than a couple of stops. All around the world, we can all meet in safety and understanding in the coolest little capital of the world. So thank you very much for inviting me. I look forward to learning a little bit more about Saudi Arabia. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Will Brown. Now I would like to kindly invite Her Worship, Dr. Sattam, Sheikh Imam, as well as all of our guests to have a look around our exhibition. Thank you very much.
طالبك وفق ملكنا مع اخوانا الملوك اللي بشرعك مبادئ. طالبك وفق ملكنا مع اخوانا الملوك اللي بشرعك مبادئ. حكمهم سنة محمد وقرانه والكرم والعز من فعل يده. حكمهم سنة محمد
Assalamu alaikum. Hi. What do you feel about Saudi National Day celebration?
I think it's great that that you guys are informing the New Zealand or the Kiwi guys and girls about Saudi Arabia and letting them know sort of your culture and all that.
Cool. What section you like it in the celebration?
The best section I thought was actually the photography section, the competition, which showed me how beautiful your country was and all the beautiful architecture, which I went through the architecture section, and I talked to a few of the people, the Saudi Arabians around, which were really friendly, nice people, so it really made me want to visit your country as well also.
Wow. Okay. What did you learn from this celebration about Saudi Arabia?
I actually spent most of the time over in the architecture section, sort of looking at the buildings and how they were constructed. That's because I'm a builder myself.
Wow.
In New Zealand, so yeah, I learned sort of the way the buildings are structured and how they're built.
That's great.
And I read up a lot about the kings and stuff, and very beautiful country.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And see you later. feel about Saudi celebration today? Saudi National Day celebration?
Well, firstly, it's a privilege and an honour to be part of this from the venue side of things. It's absolutely been wonderful looking around all the stalls. I've been enjoying this very much.
So, what subject do you like it in here?
Well, I've got lots of travel ideas. I think I have to put Saudi Arabia on my next travel itinerary. I've got a lot of information. I've learnt a lot of things that I didn't know about your country, so that's probably the main thing.
You will be more than welcome, actually.
Thank you.
So, what did you learn from this celebration about Saudi Arabia?
Well, first of all, I didn't realise just how big your country is, and of course, you know, the location of famous places like Mecca on the east coast. Also, the beautiful food that I've had to try here today. It's that has been something I've really enjoyed a lot.
Wow, thank you for coming. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Hi. What do you feel about this celebration?
It's been good coming here today because there's something for everybody. I know my wife and my daughter enjoyed getting some henna on their hands, and for me I enjoyed the food but also enjoyed looking around, and it was good to be welcomed in by some people out on the street.
Which section you like it in this celebration?
For me, I like the tent obviously, that looks fantastic. It's good to see how people in Saudi Arabia live. Also the artwork is very good as well. And yeah, it's just nice to see all the different sections.
Nice. What did you learn from about Saudi Arabia?
I've had a Saudi student live with me, so I know a little bit about Saudi Arabia. But I think the thing that I learned about Saudi Arabia today was just some of the artwork showed me that it's extremely different to New Zealand, but the people are not that different.
Okay, thank you very much. What do you want to say to Saudi guys?
I just want to say thank you for putting the day on, and it's good to get to know each other a little bit better.
Great. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اليوم الوطني للمملكة العربية السعودية 83 1434. الدكتور سطام العتيبي الملحق الثقافي بنيوزيلندا، ألف شكر لحضورك ودعمك الحضور ودعمك الملحقية لهذا النادي وإنجاحه.
شكرا لك. أنا أمسك ذي، يعني أنا الحقيقة سعيد جدا إني أكون معكم، وأنا أشكركم على دعوتي. أنا يعني جئت من أوكلاند من أجل مشاركتكم هذه المناسبة العزيزة، واللهم لك الحمد والشكر. وجدت يعني تميز وإبداع في العرض وجهد جماعي واضح، ويعني اكزيبيشن حقيقة يعني يمثل المملكة العربية السعودية، وأيضا يمثل جهودكم كطلاب، وهذا الحقيقة تشكرون عليه. أنا أعلم أنه هذا الجهد العظيم والكبير ما حصل بين يوم وليلة، أنه أخذ من وقتكم وأخذ من وقت أبنائكم ودراستكم، فشكرا لكم على هالجهد الجميل، وكل عام وأنتم بخير إن شاء الله، وبلدنا بخير وأمان وسلام بحول الله عز وجل.
طيب، الله يعطيك العافية إن شاء الله. والأستاذ محمد معافى رئيس النادي الطلاب السعوديين بولينغتون، لك شكرا لك على الجهود اللي تبذلها.
الله يعطيك العافية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. اليوم هذا يوم غالي علينا جميعا، وتوحيد المملكة العربية السعودية، ويهمنا جميعا كطلاب وأبناء في هذا اليوم. ما نقدمه للطلاب يعني يعتبر شيء جميل لنا، يعني كشخصيا وكعلميا. الطلاب يعني يتلقون الدعم ولله الحمد الكامل من الملحقية الثقافية، واحنا كنادي ولله الحمد يعني الملحقية الثقافية ما قصرت معنا نهائيا، ودعمتنا في كل شيء، وما قدمنا في هذا اليوم إلا الحمد لله رب العالمين من دعم الملحقية الثقافية. اليوم الوطني المملكة العربية السعودية يوم غالي علينا جميعا، ولازم احنا نعمل زي كذا، لازم احنا نوصل تاريخنا وتراثنا للعالم كله للأجمع، ولله الحمد ما شفناه اليوم كان يعني ولله الحمد شيء جميل من الضيوف ومن جميع الجنسيات ولله الحمد، وعرضنا ولله الحمد تراثنا وتاريخنا، وشفنا بالغالب ما قام به جميع الذي ترون يعني من عمل طلاب ولله الحمد، يعني من تصوير، من فوتوغراف، من اشياء كثيره ولله الحمد. يعني حتى نرجع اخر شيء حتى الاكلات ولله الحمد من اغلبيتها من يد بناتنا ولله الحمد، فكلنا ولله الحمد يعني عملنا يد واحده، ونسال الله عز وجل التوفيق. الله يعطيك العافيه.
الله يجزيك خير. دكتور سطام، افضل قسم عجبك في الاحتفال هذا اليوم؟
والله يا أخي يعني كل الأقسام، ما هو قسم واحد يعني اللي أعجبني، بل بالعكس كل قسم كان يعني متميز، وكل قسم يمثل جانب يعني جميل جدا من النهضة والحضارة السعودية. أنا لاحظت إنه الزوار والأجانب يعني كانوا مستمتعين بوجودهم حقيقة. سواء القسم التقليدي والخيمة والقسم التاريخي كان جيد، القسم النسائي كان متميز أيضا باللبس النسائي والتعريف بدور المرأة السعودية، التصوير الفوتوغرافي وإبداعات طلابنا أيضا كان يعني قسم متميز يعني بشكل كبير. أنا أعتقد أنه الحفل اللي قمتم به أو المعرض هذا الذي قمتم بإعداده والآن وعلى وشك الانتهاء بعد وجود عدد كبير جدا من الزوار، كله على يعني على مستوى عالي من التميز والدقة في العمل، وتستحقون عليه جميعا الحقيقة يعني الشكر والتقدير. وكما قال محمد بالنسبة للدعم، هذا مسألة يعني سهلة جدا، لكن التنفيذ هو المشكلة الحقيقية، وأنتم بلا شك نجحتم في عملية التنفيذ. والمكان أيضا لا بد أن أثني عليه، مكان في منطقة مهمة جدا من العاصمة النيوزيلندية ويلينغتون، في منتصف السيتي. الكثير من الناس وجدوها فرصة لزيارة المكان لقربه منهم، فأعتقد أن الاختيار كان جدا ممتاز للمكان، وأيضا لعلكم بإذن الله السنوات القادمة تستمرون في نفس المكان، والملحقية لن تقصر في هذا الأمر إن شاء الله. شكرا لك.
أشكرك دكتور سطام أبو رائد، الله يجزيك خير. بلادنا نتمنى لها إن شاء الله تعالى أن تكون بخير وإلى خير. كان معكم محمد العسير، رئيس قسم الإعلام بالنادي الطلبة السعوديين بولينغتون.